Hello friends, greetings to all farmers and friends across the world. Welcome to Money Agritech. Welcome to our third part on maize farming. Maize farming to assure you of over 100,000 Kenya shillings net profit. That is profit after all the costs of production have been subtracted. In this part, I will also explain how to get almost double this yield. Be my student. Success starts with knowing your rain pattern and duration. Let me share the procedure for long rain farmers. That is rain of 4 months and above. Prepare land by plowing 90 days before actual planting. This involves breaking soil by turning over top and subsoil, and this also turns over growing weeds. This activity is done shortly before the dry spell, and it should be common practice for farmers in North Rift area, that is those farmers living in Trans Nzoia, Bungoma, Busia, Uasin Gishu, Nandi, Kakamega, Elgeyo Marakwet, and the environs. It should also be the common practice in South Rift and also in Nyanza region. This should also be common practice in some parts of Mount Kenya. So if you have any doubt or question wherever you are doing your farming, we can have a discussion. Just leave your comment and we will go ahead and have a one-to-one discussion. Target is to kill growing plants and weeds. Lack of water and heat dries and kills overturned plants. The drying weeds will be manure during season. "45 to 60 days to planting, apply herbicide." And with this, I want us to apply the herbicides that kill couch grass and other weeds. After 14 days of application of herbicide, do second plowing, and this plows into the soil dead weeds and plants. These dead weeds and plants that have been plowed into the soil act as manure to target plant. Note also that manure is slow release fertilizer, so it will be releasing nutrients in small quantities but over a very long period of time. Harrow the farm immediately after plant on actually harrow the farm immediately after. That is after you have done the second plowing, and then I would advise that you plant on first rain or do dry planting. And here, it will all depend on the farmer. Some farmers don't have that luxury of time, and so will choose to do dry planting so that when rain comes, it finds everything in the soil. Some farmers would rather wait, but if you have to wait, ensure you do the planting on the first rain. Don't wait until the soil is too wet. Remember, there are different methods of planting. A few farmers will use tractor-pulled planters. Others will use ox plows, but real planting will be done by hand. And very few other farmers with smaller farms will actually dig the ridges by hand, or planting stations, that is the holes, by hands, and also plant manually. Whichever is easy for you, ensure you do it right. Now, let me also remind you about spacing. Spacing that is recommended in many African countries for normal average farmers is 75 centimeters from one row to another and 25 centimeters from one plant to another within the row. Plant population 21,505. Depth 5 centimeters. So don't bury your seed deeper than 5 centimeters. Ensure you choose the best variety in the market. All the varieties that are in the shops labeled as long season variety are good for long rains and for long season. I want also to discuss about extraordinary farmers. So gauge yourself if you are an extraordinary farmer or just a normal farmer. An extraordinary group or an extraordinary farmer falling in this group do 50 centimeters from one row to another and 20 centimeters from one plant to another within the row. Number of rows 127. Number of plants within the row 316. Plant population 40,132. These farmers target 8,428 kilograms of dry maize. Target number of bags 93. When you are in this category of farmers, I will advise that you also put a consultant, a farming consultant, closer to you. Don't do it alone, because the resources involved are more, and therefore you need to be a bit more careful so that you don't run into losses. There is also another group of extraordinary farmers and these farmers are doing 70 centimeters from row to row and 20 centimeters from one plant to another one within the row. Number of rows, 85. Number of plants within the row, 316. Target plant population, 26,860. Target weight, 5,641. Or about 5.6 tons. Number of target bags, 62. The last two groups of farmers that I've talked about, my advice is put a farming consultant or an agricultural consultant closer to you, so that every step that you are taking, there is some professional advice to avoid running into losses and ensuring you get the target yield. Next, I will discuss about nutrition of maize, so that we know how much basal fertilizer you need to apply to the soil, and I'll also have some discussion on foliar fertilizer, at about what time do you need to apply foliar fertilizer, the splits you need to do for both phosphatic fertilizer and N fertilizer. I advise that you subscribe and press or hit the notification button, so that every time a new video is uploaded, you are notified so that you can watch it on time. Thank you and welcome.